Hello everyone, welcome back. Please comment, rate, subscribe, folks. Comment, rate, subscribe, like the videos. Also share the videos. I want to thank everyone that does like, watch, and share my videos. You folks are the absolute best. Listen folks, there's a link tree down below. Has a link to all of my social media platforms. Please get down there, follow me across all my social media platforms and talk to me because I talk back. Also down there as well as the links to all of my YouTube pages. Please go down there, subscribe to all my YouTube pages and turn on your notifications so when I post content, you folks will be in the know. So with that said and done and put to the side, I've come to talk to you folks today about the New York Jets making a trade for Shaq Lawson. Listen, this came about, there's been a lot of rumors swirling about the Jets, possibly being in the market looking for a free agent or looking for a pass rusher. They were looking to free agency guys that were going to be out there. There were all these rumors about, cuts coming, who's going to get cut. Maybe the Jets will grab a guy that's a free agent from there. Maybe the Jets will make a trade. That was a big talk as well, that the Jets were kind of scouring the NFL looking to trade for a guy that can come in and help with the pass rush. And here today, boom, follows in our laps. The New York Jets make a trade with the Texans. So the New York Jets traded a 2022 sixth round pick to the Houston Texans to grab Shaq Lawson. Now listen, this sixth round pick came from, originally, we made a trade, I think it was last season, with the 49ers, and we gave them Jordan Willis, one of our defensive players last year, and they gave us this pick. So we took that pick and we turned that pick into a pass rusher, Shaq Lawson. Now listen, this guy coming in here, Shaq Lawson, he's a guy that I think is going to help, in the pass rush, a guy that can do some things for us here. You look at the situation, a year before, he was with the Texans, he was with the Dolphins. The Dolphins gave him a 3-year, $30 million contract. They moved on from him, sent him to the Texans, and the Texans were able to kind of restructure that deal to make 2023 and 2024 voidable years. So why is this important? It's important because the Jets financially really don't have to give up too much, especially in this trade. The Jets at this point are only paying him $900K this year. And then next year, they pay him, I think it's $8.9 million. Now, the thing about that is neither one of these years are guaranteed. So he's playing right now $900K. If he doesn't perform well, if he does some things that we don't like, or, if we look at him and say, he's a guy that I think we should move on from, we can release him and our hands are clean. No issues, no, financial ramifications going forward, nothing. So I thought that this was a very, very solid move by Joe Douglas. Making a move to get a guy in here to really help in the pass rush. Because as we all know, this Jets team has really been bit by the injury bug, particularly our pass rushing situation, and it's hurt us. These joint practices, all this stuff. And it started with Carl Lawson going down, in a joint practice against the Packers. We were all hoping that the injury wasn't bad. It was originally reported as a leg injury. Turns out, it's a ruptured Achilles. Boom, he goes in and have the MRI. We know he's done for the season. Then we were like, okay, well, he's going down. Then we had Gerard Davis go down in a game, in a preseason game. So then we're like, wow, now we're really getting hit. Then we were looking around and we said, okay, well, we still got Vinny Curry. We still got John Franklin Myers. We still got Bryce Huff. There's other guys as well. Quentin Williams is coming back. Then boom, next thing you know, Vinny Curry, comes out and says, hey, he's dealing with a disease at this point and he's done for the season, and my thoughts are with him as well. I hope that he's going to be able to, continue on with his life and everything goes well for him health-wise. But he's not going to be back with the New York Jets at all this season. He's done for the season. So now we were just kind of looking around like, well, who's left, at this point, because Vinny Curry, even though he was a veteran guy, we were really looking for him to come in and give us some quality snaps at, as a situational pass rusher. So it's like, wow, what do we do? What do we do? What do we do? What do we do? So now with Lawson added into the fold, I think he's a guy that can really help us along the pass rush, a guy that's going to give us, some decent production. You look at the team right now with our makeup, I think we have some guys that can come in here and really, push the pocket a bit. Again, John Franklin Myers, for me, is a guy that we look at and we're immediately saying, this is a guy we're going to need to fill a role. We're all excited about him. A lot of things that he showed last year, we were saying, this is a guy that, going forward, we can really probably hang our hats on as a guy that can, get after the quarterback. Let's see how he continues to grow and mature. And this season, in preseason, he's looked good. So we'll see him out there. Bryce Huff is another guy that, rings a bell with the fan base. A lot of people are looking at him saying, hey, this is another guy as well that's developing as a pass rusher, a guy that we've seen, a guy that we want to continue to see go out there, given opportunities, given snap, given plays. And we've seen that he's got some bend to him. This guy's got some moves. You know what I'm saying? Once he gets out there and gets around that, these tackles, he can really push the pocket and really get after the quarterback. So that's another guy that we have out there. There are some guys on the bubble as well. We'll see if they make the roster that have been impressive too, kind of in the pass rush. A guy, JT Hassel. This is a guy that's really done some things, okay? He's been impressive. He really, really has. And again, these are backup guys, but they're guys that can come in and really help within the rotation, So JT Hassel's a guy. Hamlet Carr. Rashid Jr. is another guy as well that we've seen do some things. I think he had like a sack and a half a game ago where he looked really good when he was given time out there. So there's some guys on the roster that are really putting things together. And again, we're still waiting for Quinnen Williams. I think he'll be ready for week 1, but we've seen him come back. He's been doing things in practice, but I think once he gets back on the field and gets back to his old self, we'll see him be able to push the pocket as well. Again, Quinnen Williams is not a guy that you're looking at that's going to give you into the teens of sacks, but he's a guy that's going to create disruption and allow the other guys to really, work off him and feed off that disruption, feed off that destruction that he's going to cause in the middle, and they're going to be able to win their one-on-one matchup. So I really like this trade. I think a lot of Jets fans are looking at this like we're replacing Carl Lawson with Shaq Lawson, and Shaq Lawson's going to come in and give us, 17 sacks. I don't think that's necessarily what he's going to do when you look at his production. We all know that he was with the Bills earlier as well. He was a guy that was with the Bills. He had some injury issues that he didn't produce as well as they thought. He moved on. And, I don't think he ever had anything more than maybe 6.5 or 6 sacks a year with the Bills. He never had more than that. So then he goes to the Dolphins, and really the Dolphins only got 4 sacks out of him, 4 sacks out of him with the deal that they gave him. So, we're looking to get it. We're bringing in a guy, Shaq Lawson, that's going to just continue to help within the pass rushing field here. I don't think he's going to be a guy that's going to give us 17 sacks this year, but I think he's a guy that's going to, help push the pocket with the other guys as well. Another guy that's added in that can come in and really help us. But it's going to, we're going to see what we get out of him. I just don't want to, have everybody think he's immediately going to be thrusted into a role where he's going to, be the guy that's going to be ipso facto kind of pass rusher to give us, 16, 17, 18 sacks. I just don't think that that's what Shaq Lawson is going to do here this year, but I'm hopeful. If he gives us 10 sacks, I'll take it. So please comment down below, folks. Let me know what you folks think. Let me know how you folks feel about this trade that the New York Jets have made with the Texans. What are your thoughts about it? What are your thoughts about the compensation that the Jets gave up? 6th-round pick. How do you feel about it? What are your thoughts about Shaq Lawson being brought into the building? Do you like what he's going to be able to bring to the table? How do you feel about the New York Jets, pass rushing situation as it stands now with Shaq Lawson added into the fold, with Bryce Huff, John Franklin Myers, all these guys being brought into the building? What are your thoughts about that? I really want to hear from Jets fans. Please comment down below. Let's go back and forth and have a great discussion about this. I'm excited. I'm glad the Jets were able to do some things, and I'm glad that Joe Douglas, stepped out and grabbed a guy that he felt could come in and really help this football team. So salutes to everyone. You folks have a good one. Peace.